Hey, lovies. I'm back at my desk. This is my spot. I think this is my spot. So for the rest of the video, as you probably saw on the title of this video, I'm going to make this super quick. I'm going to try super hard not to make this portion very, very long. I just have a few things that I want to get off my chest that I just want to say. I've been getting some very invasive, very weird comments, more than usual and things like that. And then because I'm just ignoring them and not per se like answering them, they're getting more persistence and more aggressive and coming on to my other social media platforms. Some of these same people are emailing me, things like that. So I just thought I would address this. So just a warning, I'm going to be addressing hate. I'm going to be addressing ridiculous things. So if you don't want to hear me talk for the next like 25 minutes about ridiculousness, haters, and bullying, this isn't the video for you, because this is literally it. Me sitting here addressing, I guess, my haters. So if you don't want to watch that, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You can just go ahead and click on tomorrow. A regular Vlogmas video will be up. I just need to address some things, because if it was just me, I probably could leave it alone. I would stew on it for a while, but I probably could let it blow over and let it roll off. But some of my other viewers are kind of involved now, so I feel like some things need to be said. But if you don't want to hear this, you're not going to hurt my feelings. This is your time to now just exit on out of here, because this is it for like the next 25 minutes. Speak on all behalf of all YouTubers. That's kind of bold of me to say. Maybe I shouldn't say things like that, but I have a feeling most YouTubers feel this way. Number one, we're real. We're not fictional people. We're real people with real lives, with real emotions and real feelings. And I've done like 3 of these videos before, but I just feel like I need to reiterate some things and just say, number one, being a real person, I only share tiny little cliplets of my life with you. And they're usually, sometimes I do share the nitty gritty, but mostly it's the highlights of my life. It's not the nitty gritty. It's not the grind. It's not the things that I do on a daily basis every day off camera. I live a real life, and you see 15 to 20 minutes of like the highlight reel of a couple days or a day. Please know, even though I try to be very positive and I try to look at the bright side of everything and give people the benefit of the doubt, because that's what I'm called to do as a Christian, it doesn't mean that I don't have emotions, and it doesn't mean that sometimes it affects me. It affects me. So just to say this, so that the people who are watching, the people who keep commenting or chasing me down on other platforms and emailing me and things like that, there are some things in my life that I choose. I guess I share my life with you, but there are some things that I just choose to keep private. It is no one's business if my daughter gets a Social Security check. It's no one's business if Savannah is dating. It's no one's business what Savannah does on a daily basis. It's no one's business what I eat or don't eat or consume in a day. If I share recipes with you guys, great and dandy. You can make comments on that all you want. But you need to know on the other side of the camera that when I share little things with you about like what I make in a day, number one, I still have to feed my family that isn't eating the same way that I eat, and I have to make them regular food. And number two, I think it is very unrealistic of you to think that just because I had weight loss surgery, I am never in my life ever going to enjoy what we consider normal food. And whereas in a place where like maybe you'll see me in a highlight reel going somewhere to get something, like I have gotten so many comments about the stinking Starbucks drink that I got like 4 weeks ago in a video. That was 4 weeks ago. I have not had Starbucks since. My daughter has had Starbucks probably 10 times since then. I made my own protein coffee at home and brought it. It was one time out of 4 weeks. The difference is like a year ago, I would have had the Starbucks with Savannah those 10 times. And the difference is now, yes, I had one as a treat. And every time since I've taken her to Starbucks, I've had my own protein coffee that I brought in my own cup. But I think it's very unrealistic and just odd that you feel that you need to comment to let me know that I'm screwing up my life and I'm making bad decisions, and shame, shame, shame on me because I had a Starbucks drink, and why are you doing that after weight loss surgery? And weight loss surgery didn't end my life. Weight loss surgery was a tool that I have to work. And it's a tool to help me lose weight, but in that also I have to learn how to balance real life. And real life is that either I make a decision and it's my decision, I'm never going to have a Starbucks drink ever again because I had weight loss surgery, and that's my decision. Or my decision is what my nutritionist and my surgeon tell me is everything in moderation. Because if you cut everything out of your life, you're going to make yourself absolutely crazy. And it also triggers cravings. So if you allow yourself to have everything in moderation, whereas before I was doing everything whenever I wanted in excessive amounts, like going to Starbucks 10 times in 2 weeks and drinking 10 Starbucks drinks, to whereas I had one and that's all I'll have. That's all I allotted myself to have for the month of December. That's completely different from where I was to where I am now. And that's in moderation. So yeah, you might see me go through the drive-thru and my daughter is getting a Starbucks drink, but I showed you that I had my cup, that I made my protein coffee at home. Like, that's just an example of one of the things I feel weird sometimes making these videos. I'm just being completely honest, but sometimes these things really, really bother me. I am a person. I try so hard to pray about it, give it to the Lord, and just try to move on. And some days that works and I'm perfectly fine. But when it just keeps happening over and over and over and over again, and I feel like I don't need to explain myself, but at the same time, when I don't address these things, it drives me crazy because I didn't address these things. I am I guess you can call me a confrontational person. Maybe that's what I am. Like, I like to confront things head on and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Not that you can't say what you want to say, but there's just some things that blow me out of the water. What makes you think that it is your business to know any of our financial anything? Why is that your business? It's not. It's not. We as creators, as content creators, choose what we're going to share. Those things is no one's business. I am not perfect in any of this, and I never claim to be perfect, ever, 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 ever. I miss the mark. I'm doing the best that I can, but I am very frustrated, I guess, in everything. I feel like everything I share with you guys is under a microscope and being scrutinized. It's awful. I just want to be happy and enjoy my life and share it with you guys. And some of, the majority of you get it. And, I have so many people on here too tell me, Missy, you don't have to explain yourself. You explain yourself all the time. I do that because I feel like I'm under a microscope. And if I don't explain myself, I feel like I'm going to bust. But I also know that's from a place of trauma as well. I also know that's from a place of trauma. So maybe this is triggering old trauma things for me. All these, like, there's just so many of them lately. It's making me a little bonkers. scrutinizing how much water I use to pour tea. Like, does it matter? And why leave a comment like that? Like, why leave a comment like that? Did your mother ever teach you that if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all? Like, why do you have to make a comment about something as stupid as tea? Or you eat so much junk. Like, how do you know that I eat so much junk? You've seen a highlight reel of my life. And what junk are you talking about? It's junk to you. It's junk to you. But like, okay, so you see me making homemade noodles for Thanksgiving for my family. Do you know how much of those homemade noodles I ate? Do you know? Are you a fly on my wall? Did you watch me? Do you know how much of those homemade noodles I ate? Like, you saw me make them, but I didn't show you my plate. I didn't show you how much I ate. I didn't show you me measuring them out or what I did with them or anything like that. I threw them, there was so much left, I threw them in a pot of soup that is now frozen in my freezer. Do you know how much homemade noodles I ate? I didn't share it with you, so I don't know why you make, like, I don't understand why people make assumptions. I just am so different when I watch YouTubers, when I watch influencers. I don't know, maybe because I'm an influencer myself. I do not think these things about people. So it's like I can't relate to these comments. I can't relate to this negativity. I can't relate to these assumptions. And most of the time I can just be like a duck in the water and let it roll off. But when it is so much and over consuming, and I so look forward to posting videos. Like, I hold my phone at 5 o'clock for like the first hour and a half of my video going live. And I'm so excited to go into the comments to connect with you. And I just have to keep scrolling past all of these comments that I'm just like, what? 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 I laugh because if I don't laugh, I don't know what I would do. And I don't want to be negative and I don't want to be mean. And I'm trying very hard not to be confrontational. I don't want to be confrontational, but I'm learning a little more about me as I get older. You learn about yourself the more you grow and get older. Like, I feel like that's just a natural progression in life. And I'm learning that I'm better mentally when I confront things head on as soon as they happen. Because prior to this, in my childhood with trauma, I was, I stuffed everything. Instead of speaking what I needed to say or confronting issues or bringing them to light or expressing how I felt, I stuffed them. I literally ate them. And that got me to the point where I had to cut out over 85% of my stomach to help myself as a tool to lose weight. And I don't ever want to be in that place again. So I think that's why I'm now, weeks and weeks and weeks of this has built up to the point where it's like, all right, I have to confront it so that I don't bring old trauma to where I am now, because I'm trying to protect my healing of I get so many comments like, you're lying. There's no way you've lost 160 pounds. I've lost 164.6 pounds if you need to know specifics. How do you know I didn't lose that? How do you know that? Like, where does that assumption come from? Because you're judging by the way I look. I say all the time I'm still overweight and I still need to lose over 150 pounds. I'm only halfway there. I'm 7 months post-op. I'm only halfway there. I know I still need to lose weight. I know I'm still overweight, but I've lost 160 some pounds. You didn't lose that much weight. You're lying. And then you're speaking to my other subscribers. And for all of you others who believe that, you're a liar and you're dumb if you think you're believing what she's putting out and blah, blah. It's like, now you're calling people that I love and I consider my friends, my lovey, my tribe. Now you're calling them liars. It can be maddening. It can be maddening. And yes, I put myself out there, and yes, I'm on the interwebs, and yes, when you're very aware that when you do this, you're up, you open yourself up to scrutiny and stuff. But I think there's just a fine line between opening yourself up to something and just playing out like, what the heck? Like, what? Where is your decency? Where is your decency? Where is your empathy? And it blows my mind because I do not think these things about other people. Like when I watch other influencers or TikTok or Instagram or wherever I am, I don't sit there and think, oh, well, I wonder if they're on, what is it called? Disability because they're fat. I wonder if they're on disability. How much a month are they? How much a month do you get for disability? And just assume, and then like have the balls, if we will, to ask somebody that. Like, mind blowing. I try to remove as many of these comments as I can, especially ones where they're addressing my other subscribers, but I'm not always, sometimes these comments come in 4 to 5 days after the video has posted, and usually YouTube stops alerting me to comments on older videos. Like once a video has been live, I think for like 48 hours, YouTube no longer alerts me to comments on those videos. I'm now getting alerts for comments for on newer videos. So sometimes they come in a couple days later and I don't even know they're there, and like other subscribers will be like, Missy, I can't believe this person said blah, blah, blah. It's a bit much sometimes. I'm just addressing this now. I'm just addressing that if you ask me things like that, there's no point because I'm not going to answer. It's none of your business. My daughter, my weight, my husband, my financial stuffs, all of that, none of that is your business. And I've never made it a point for it to be your business in any of my videos. I've never sat down and been like, all right, let's do my monthly income together. I've never done anything like that to even invite you into those places in my life. I just share the good, the bad, the ugly sometimes of my life. Just a regular daily life. Cozy vibes, housewife things, homebody things, fun, sometimes aesthetic things that are going on per season. Just sharing my life, being a friend to somebody who may not have a lot of friends, and sharing some good things that happen in my life. Sometimes, it's everyday life. People die, accidents happen, things like that. Sometimes that stuff comes up and I do share a little bit of that. But I've never invited you into the very personal things of my life, and it just blows my mind that someone would even ask about things like that. So I'm going to just let you know, I will never share those things with you. So there's no need for you to leave comments like that. I will also, if I see it, if you attack any of my other subscribers by calling them names and saying they're stupid if they believe something I said or something, like, I have no need to lie. So I don't know why you think I lie about how much I lost, or because how do you lie about that? Look at me. If you can't tell I look different, then maybe you need to go back and watch videos from like 6 months ago. Like, why would I lie about something like that? What reason? What do I have to gain from that? Because I'm the one that would look like an idiot if I told you I lost 160 pounds and I only lost 20. Like, I would really look like an idiot. How can you hide something like that? What would I gain from lying about something like that? It just does like not compute. It makes my brain go, Yeah, that's how I feel today. So I know this is not a very pleasant or fun video, but for my mental health, this video is really for me, really and truly. It's just so that I can breathe a sigh of relief, because I feel like all of this stuff is stirring in my brain and I don't understand. And there is a nice way and a rude, hypercritical, just being a smart ass, if I will, way of putting what do you guys call it? Friendly criticism. Is that how you guys are wording it now? Sometimes it's okay to share like your opposing thoughts to maybe something I say, and that's fine because you do not have to agree with everything I say. We all are individuals, just like I'm a Christian and you may not be. I believe in Jesus, you may not, and you may have an opposing opinion of that. You may have voted for such and such and I voted for such and such. So there's like an opposing opinion there, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to treat you with disrespect. So I expect the same back from you. So when I get these crazy comments that you're like, oh, it was just friendly criticism. No, it wasn't. You were being a smartass. I'm not dumb. I can see through that. And yeah, you can leave friendly criticism if that's what it's really there. But if you're really just intending to be a jerk and trying to get underneath my skin, don't leave those comments. You don't have to. If you don't like the way I live my life, if you think I'm lying to you, or whatever the case may be, don't watch my videos. Find something better to do with your day. Like, find something better to do with your day. Why are you watching somebody that drives you crazy? Why are you watching somebody that you think is lying to you? Why are you watching somebody that you think is a total false? Like, I can't believe some of the comments I get on here. Like, you know, like I just had a comment. I just had like 6 comments about, I'm not going to mention her name because I don't want to pull her into it, but one of you precious lovies felt it upon yourself to mail me out some Christmas presents, and I unboxed them. I will never do that again unless the specific person, if you ever send me something and you want to see me unbox it, but I will never do it again. Because I got all these comments. You're so stupid. Why would you send Missy something? Why don't you take your hard-earned money and spend it on someone or something that's important? Send it to a animal clinic or shoebox for kids or whatever. Why would you give it to Missy? Why would you fall for her floss and blah 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 blah? If that's how you feel about me, why are you watching my channel? And not only was that disturbing for me, but the person who sent me those things and are watching to watch me unbox what they sent me, do you know how disheartening it is to them? You not only attacked me, but you attacked that person. Like, it's almost like, how dare you? Like, what is that, jealousy? Is that a 5-year-old jealousy? You're jealous that someone sent me something in the mail? Like, what is that? I don't know. Do you get mad when you see somebody else happy? Or somebody else got pleasure out of doing something for somebody else? Do you know what it's like to know that somebody thought of you while they were... I don't know this person face to face. We're just friends, cyber friends. We know each other through this. And while they were out in their everyday personal life that I have nothing to do with, they thought of me and took the time to send me something for Christmas, and you just poo-pooed all over it. Not only did you attack me, but you attacked that person. That is horrible. You are a horrible person in that moment. I just want to say that. Like, do you not have nothing better to do with your day than to watch people's videos and find something to poo-poo all over it? To just, what does that do? Make you feel better? What does that do? What does that do for you? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. I cannot relate to these things, and they make me feel bonkers. So I just want to put it out there. If you see that kind of stuff and you want to have those kinds of reactions, do me a favor and just move on. Give me a thumbs down and move on. Move on. Because number one, I'm not going to respond to those comments. And if I see them, I'm going to take them down as soon as possible. And I'm going to report you. I've been doing it a lot lately. If another lovey comes to me in private and tells me about these comments and it hurts their feelings, or you guys are fighting in the comments because of all this stuff and all this stuff, I'm going to take your comment down and I'm going to report you and I'm going to block you. It's as simple as that. So don't waste your time and don't waste mine. Please, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I don't know what else to say about that. I'm also kind of, as I sit here, I'm also kind of making this video because I'm also very upset that other members of my channel have been affected by this, and they're very upset by some of the comments that have been left because some of them had to do with them, or they left a comment below the rude, totally unwarranted comment, and they were attacked by that person and things like that. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. So just know from here on out that that stuff is not going to be tolerated. It really wasn't tolerated before, but I just kind of never addressed it. I'm not even going to respond to you. I'm not. So there's that. But if I do see it, or if somebody lets me know, I'm just going to remove the comment and block you. It's as simple as that. And not only am I going to block you, but I've been reporting them. So I think that's all I'm going to say about that. And to those who have been affected by these, whatever you want to call them, I know we all call them trolls. These trolls, I apologize. It's very unwarranted on my end and shocking, and I can't control that. Like, I can't control comments. I can't. The only thing I can do is, you know, take the initiative after the comment is made to get it off my commenting thing and all that stuff. But I can't control comments coming in or anything like that. The only way that I can do that is not allow commenting on my videos. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous because that's my connection to you. And that's the whole reason I stay on YouTube, is like, this connection between us is the whole reason I started a YouTube channel. So I think that's why I get so disheartened with this stuff, because it just blows my mind, because I don't feel that way towards other people. So it blows my mind that when I receive this stuff back, I'm like, out of the whole 20-minute video that I just posted about leaving balloons for my grandmother and having a light, going to see a light up night in my county, the only thing that you have to make a remark about is how much hot water I use to brew tea. And this smart aleck, like, that's the only thing you took away from this video, is to criticize how much water I use to brew a bag of tea, or that I took a couple sips of hot chocolate, and I shouldn't be doing that because I had gastric sleeve surgery. In what universe should I not have a couple sips of hot chocolate because I had gastric sleeve surgery? And maybe there are people out there who had gastric sleeve surgery that'll never, ever, ever allow something like that. I guess because it has sugar. I don't know what is the big reasoning behind that, to pass their lips. Great for them. That is not my reality. That's not my reality. And just like my nutritionist and my surgeon say, that is not real life. That's not real life. You can't sit here 7 months post-op and say, now let's say God willing, I have another 60 years to live, that in the next 60 years, I'll never go through a drive-through to pick something up quick to eat because we had a rush day and we're all starving. Like, that's really unrealistic of me. But what I could do is, okay, we're going to go through a drive-through because we're starving. We're going to make sure that drive-through, you know, is better than most. And I'm going to focus on protein. And let's just say, for the sake of it, it is McDonald's. I can get a chicken sandwich, a grilled chicken sandwich, and eat just the grilled chicken wrapped in lettuce with the tomato. I don't have to get the French fries. I don't have to get a drink and all that stuff with it. I can literally just ask for the grilled chicken wrapped in lettuce and tomato. And that is 9 out of 10 what I'm going to be eating. That 1% time, I may try something with my daughter. Like the other day, she asked me if we can go to McDonald's and get that Grinch meal because she wants to try the French fries. I may take her to go get that Grinch meal. And I may eat 3 or 4 of those French fries to taste what the big hype is about. But that's all I'll eat. And I may share that with you. You may see me eat 3 or 4 French fries, and that's all you're going to see. You have no idea how much more I eat out of that, or how much I don't, or what I do after that. And to make assumptions, oh, well, she had 3 or 4 French fries from McDonald's, she blew it. So there's absolutely no way she could have lost 160 pounds. But, you know, that 5-minute, 3-minute, that 5-minute clip of me eating 3 French fries, which I have not done this is just an example, is going to dictate my Monday through Sunday, every single day of me weighing out every single thing I eat. And it's all clean. I eat very high protein, fiber food, very low sugar. But for me to sit here and say that I'll never have sugar past my lips, I think is so unrealistic. Then I think I would be lying to you by saying I'm never going to have sugar again ever because I had a gastric sleeve. I think that's when I would be lying to you. That would be a bold-faced lie. I think that is so unrealistic. How can I avoid sugar for the rest of my life? Like, so I know that was heavy and I know that wasn't pleasant and that wasn't like the best, you know, Vlogmas video. But I really felt like I needed to come on here and just say a few little things. Please leave me, my family, and my other subscribers alone. Really and truly. If you don't have anything nice to say, just move on. If I annoy you, don't watch me. Please. Enjoy your life. Have a great holiday season. I'm going to go. I think I've said what I needed to say. I hate that I even have to make this kind of video. But not only do I feel like I needed to make this video just for my own sanity, but just even to protect you guys, my viewers, my watchers. I feel like you guys have been scrutinized. You guys have been attacked too. And I'm appalled at that. And it hurts my heart, you know, it hurts my heart that you come here for a safe place just to watch a video, to escape, to be part of something, or, you know, just for all the same reasons I watch other YouTubers. And you just want to enjoy yourself and have a good time. And then like you're attacked for things that you say or you did or whatever in the comments and things. That's ridiculous. And it's so childish. Let's be adults. Let's be adults and just live by things that, you know, if you're my age or older, I know you were taught the golden rule of like, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it all. Please, let's just live by that. And if you don't like me, just don't watch me. Just don't watch me. It's okay. You don't have to. So, I love you guys, really and truly. I'm sorry this video was kind of heavy, but I'm not sorry that I addressed the things that I needed to address. I mean, what kind of person would I be if I didn't address bullying? And that's what it feels like. It feels like bullying. Not only you bullying me, but you're bullying other people, innocent people that just come here to watch videos of whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that's so ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. And I'm just kind of fed up. So I just feel like I needed to make this video. And that's it. So I love you. I'll be talking to you very soon in another video. Back to regular content. I just needed to like put this little blurb in, and then we're just going to move on. We're going to move on and we're going to enjoy the rest of our December, the rest of our Vlogmas. I love you guys. But Jesus does love you more. And he's the reason for the season, and that's what I'm going to stay focused on. Okay. Talk to you soon.